Welcome to Beyond the Claim, the adjuster's voice to homeowners. Hey, homeowners, what are you waiting on? Are you waiting to receive your pink slip? Are you waiting for the layoff to hit and then you cry about it? Mm-mm. Homeowners, listen to me closely. Now is the time to read the room and face what's happening in this economy. Read the room, guys. We are in the middle of a government shutdown. I'll say we're at the beginning of the government shutdown. That means people are already out of work, and the administration has openly threatened layoffs and firings. You can't sit back and pretend that this won't touch you. You can't put all your eggs in one basket anymore. This to me is bigger than Republican or Democrat. Honey, there is no party line when it comes to this. It's us versus the billionaires. That's how huge the wealth gap is. Us versus the billionaires. That's how huge it is. And it's only going to get bigger if we don't act. While they're playing chess with the economy, it's us homeowners like you who get squeezed. So, what do? You're going to pivot. You're going to look at your skills right now, not later, and you're going to ask yourself, what do I know how to do? Bake, decorate, repair, manage projects, run a camera. These are your starting points. That job you're holding on to may not be here tomorrow. Ask those who've been laid off. Now, I'm not just talking about the government shutdown. Every day we see that mass layoffs are taking place at huge corporations. It's like when one huge corporation lay off, the other one get the memo to follow suit. They don't really care about our livelihood. What they care about is their bottom line. And they understand, they have more inside information than us as regular Americans or regular people working the jobs. They have more insight. They have more information. So they are communicating with one another, and the mass layoffs begin. So truthfully, your job may not be here tomorrow, but the skills you built can become your lifeline. Those skills that you have built can become your lifeline. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, that those skills you built may become your lifeline. And stop waiting for retirement ages. Stop waiting for permission. The reality is they've already removed or moved the retirement age higher. They've already targeted entire sectors. I was speaking with someone the other day, and they were saying about they're going to retire when they turn 62. And I was like, well, who told you had to wait till 62? And she works in the education system. And I'm like, how do you know your job will even be there? With the administration looking to dismantle the Department of Education, you don't even know if 8 years from now if you will have that job. Think about that. Me personally, when you look at the state of our economy, the state of our country, no one is safe. No one is safe. They're targeting entire sectors. Even teachers are at risk. The Department of Education their goal is to gut it. So why would you want to tie your future to a promise that may not ever come? Homeowners, this is your wake-up call. You must fight for your home, your land, your stability. Start something now while you still have a paycheck, while you still have your paycheck. That's the best time to start because you still got your paycheck and you can take little pieces of that and start building on your skills, on your future, on another source of income. Putting all your eggs in one basket, that's back in the day. We should know better than that now. We have to come up to the times to where we understand we cannot put all our eggs in one basket anymore. We need to create income producing assets and reduce wealth draining liabilities. And most importantly, Most importantly, don't sit still. Don't sit still. Because if you're waiting until you receive that pink slip, you're going to be behind already. It's going to be too late, like. But not saying you can't catch up, but it's better being proactive than reactive. Start now. Now is the time. Now is the time to make that move. All right. You know what? Let's talk about these 4 steps that you can take immediately to secure your home, your future, and your finances. Let's go ahead and discuss that right after this message from our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by I Will Drive For You, the platform connecting logistics companies with fully verified insurance-ready drivers. If you're hiring drivers who aren't on I Will Drive For You, you're taking unnecessary risks. Our platform is the only one where every driver is pre-verified, clean MVR, valid medical card, references, and insurance ready, no excuses. In today's trucking market, you can't afford wasted time, bad hires, or insurance denials. That's why we only accept the best of the best. And if they're not here, they're not premium. For companies, that means zero guesswork. For drivers, it means standing out as elite. Visit I Will Drive For You today or scan the QR code to start your free trial today. All right. Thank God for our first sponsorship on this channel. I'm so proud of that. But let's hop back into this episode and let's talk about the 4 steps homeowners can take right now. Right now. If you're not in a layoff, if you haven't heard anything, you feel like your job is secure, you want to be proactive. Even if you are in a layoff, you know you're facing one. Listen to these 4 steps and let's get this together. First, your step 1, secure your essentials. Call your mortgage company before you miss a payment. Many lenders have hardship or forbearance programs, but you must reach out first. Protect your home by keeping the roof over your head. That's going to be priority number 1. And listen, the reason why I am saying this to you all that are still working, this gives you the opportunity to go ahead and put together your plan if you are laid off, right? If you lose your job. Because already being proactive, calling your mortgage company, understand how the steps go, what you need, what programs they offer, you can already start building your plan just in case, because you are reading the room, you're understanding that a layoff can come my way at any time. I don't care if you've been at that job 40 years, a layoff can come, right? If it's not your company, you can be laid off at any time. Listen, this is how you be proactive. Call those lenders, call those mortgage companies. Understand if they have those forbearances and those hardship programs. Put your plan together. Put that plan together. That's going to be great for you. You want to be proactive. Start number 1. Let me call my lender. Let me see what options they have. Let me start together to put my game plan together. Right? All right. That's number 1. Number 2, cut wealth draining liabilities. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I cut that Disney and I cut that Hulu, I was happy about that, and it gave me the ability to start cutting other things. I don't care, $20 or $40 a month. That's that money that I can take and continue my marketing effort, my advertising effort. Maybe buy some more equipment or buy another microphone that I may need if I want to go off the cusp and go to someone's house and take a look at their home and assist them with filing their claim or looking at their claim. You know, those are other things that I can purchase with that subscription. You know, cut those things we don't need. You know, they're not going to help us to survive. No, you cut that. You got to let it go, because now it's the time to get serious, right? Now it's the time to buy that camera, to buy that microphone, because you're going to start going to work. Once you finish with me on this channel, you're going to be inspired to go forth and turn on a camera and start videoing everything about you, your skills, You wait and see, right? So for first thing we want to do, another, like I say, for number two, you want to cut those things, right? If they're not helping you to survive or generate income, pause those subscriptions. Delay major purchases. I'm going to be honest with you. One of my subscriptions that I paused because I love Fenty, right? Savage Fenty. I had her subscription plan to where I give her matching panties and bras every month. I paused that subscription for a while, and I got an email saying, next month it'll be on pause. And I'm like, okay, well, next month I may just have to cancel altogether because I have a different mindset now. Don't get me wrong. I love my matching panties and bras, but you know what? I got enough of them. I'll put that on the back burner until I can get myself to the point to where my house is in order. Right? So I'm just going to stop spending on things that don't pay me back. Matching panties and bras don't pay me back. It just doesn't. It just makes me feel good. I'll be honest with you. I love it. It just makes me feel amazing. And not like anyone sees what's up under here, but it just makes me feel good. But it's something that's not paying me back. And like I said, the Disney, it wasn't paying me back anything, right? So cutting those subscriptions, seeing what you have, what you can definitely cut out, even calling your agent, looking at your insurance, looking at, well, how can I cut my costs on my insurance? Start shopping around. It's in this moment to where we begin to cut back and we take back control of our future. We can no longer allow them to push these things down our throat. And another thing, what I said on another episode that I did, we want to start putting our dollars to where they reinvest into our areas. When you have those devastating storms come in, especially in Texas, I saw where a couple of companies, like I think it was Allstate, USAA, they sent people there to help. I think AT&T set up a Wi-Fi area where people can come and use the Wi-Fi. Those to me are businesses that you want to invest in because they don't mind coming back into the community and putting some of that money that you gave them back into the community. Also, you want those same insurance company and communities to even help with the mitigation. That means cleanup and rebuild. We're looking for the government, for FEMA to do this work, and you're saying, okay, well, we don't know what's going to go on with FEMA. Have no idea. But those companies we're giving our money to that have trillions in reserve, they can take some of that money and come and help rebuild our community. Those are the things that we have control of, that we have to take back our authority and where we put our dollars. And understand this. We have more control than what we think. Our dollars talk. And we got to start making sure they talk very loudly with these companies. All right. Number 3, monetize your skills immediately. Take inventory of your skills you already use at your job. You know how your job is hiring you to work for them, but you have to flip the script. You have to flip the script and hone in on your skills that they're teaching you. Get all the knowledge that you need. Get every skill from them, every expertise, every field. If they want to send you to a conference, you go to that conference to sharpen up your skills. You go and take that extra class that they'll pay for to sharpen your skills. You're turning you're flipping it on them. Even though they're paying you to do your job, you do the job. But you get your skills so sharp to where you're beginning to build those skills to where you can make your own money, right? So listen, even just organizing. Let me give you an example. If you know that you are a darn good organizer, turn that camera on. It can be faceless. Turn that camera on and show how you organize a room, how you organize cabinets, how you organize cans, how you can organize a garage or someone's backyard. Go to someone's house and they'll allow you to turn the camera on and start organizing room by room. That's the business. Turn the camera on. If you know how to fix a fence, turn the camera on while you're fixing the fence. Turn the camera on while you're gutting someone's bathroom and rebuilding, tiling it all over again. Turn the camera on. It is time, right? If you know how to bake, let me tell you guys something. I watch this baking show. I'm not even know it's a show. It's called Happy Cakes or something like that. And she just decorate cakes. And I sit there. It's so common for me at the end of my day to see her do all those decorations on those cakes, and she come up with that. And I don't never see her face. I just see her cakes, her frosting, and her little gadgets that she's doing. She turned the camera on. I never see her face in the videos, and people love it. People watch it. They get their ideas from that, right? Turn on your camera if you are a teacher and you know you have a skill that you can teach other teachers, or you can put together a tutorial for children. Turn on the camera. That can be your first order of business. Turn on the camera. Don't be shy. And if it needs to be faceless, it needs to be faceless. And that is fine. Like I said, I follow that young lady who do those cakes. I don't ever see her face in the video. Never. But I see her cakes, right? Turn on the camera. Turn it into a side hustle now while you still have a paycheck, right? I turned on this camera. I am an adjuster, right? That's what I do. I'm an independent adjuster. And I noticed that, most of the time I'm out of work now. A lot of times they're not hiring us, or there's one particular company that will hire us and then just let us go at any time. And I'm like, you know what? No. Let me take my skills, because one thing about being an adjuster, I know how to make decisions, or I can make a decision. I can look at your claim and know what needs to be paid. I can look at your policy and say, you know what I'm going to pay and what can't be paid. My goal as an adjuster is to pay you what is owed. That's my first thing. But at the end of the day, when your contractor sent me some photos and I know that's not it, I'm not paying for that. I know how to make decisions. I know how to investigate. I know how to talk to policyholders. I know how to talk to homeowners, contractors, even though I talk to most men and they think I don't know what I'm talking about. But one thing about me, if there's something I don't know, I'm going to research it and I'm going to find out and I'm going to come back to you. This is what we have to do. We have to take our skills that we've learned and turn it into a business. Turn on the camera. You listening? Turn on the camera. This is about creating income producing assets, not waiting until you're desperate. No more waiting until you're desperate. Turn on that camera. Look at your skill. Have someone help you set it up. And listen, I may not have the best equipment here, but I got this camera turned on. And as this grows, I'm going to continue to invest in it as it grows. But right now, I got the minimum and I turn my camera on and I'm talking to you right now. From an adjuster's voice to a homeowner. I got you. All right. Last step 4, build your backup plan. Start saving little from every paycheck and look for community resources. There's resources in our communities where we can start cutting back and seeing what other resources. I think I was watching a YouTube video from Tabitha Speaks, I think it is. And she was talking about how she cut off her Disney. She went to the local library. They have resources to where it's free. They have apps to where they show movies, shows, documentaries. It's all free. And I'll tell you one thing. We need to be more educated. We got to get smarter. We can't just sit around here and watch movies and shows that don't make us smarter. We got to start reading. We need to know what goes on in these political streets. We need to know how all this stuff affects us. It is time, homeowners. We are the backbone of this country. And you know what? We're going to stand strong and tall, and we're going to build our own businesses. That's what we do here. So definitely take advantage of your local resources, right? Don't wait for a government bailout. Build your own safety net today. I even think about the farmers, right? They are in a crisis. And I say to farmers, turn on your camera. Teach us how to soil. Teach us how to dig in that ground and start planting our seeds. Let us know about your process. Turn on that cameras. Tell us step by step how you got there and how you figure you're going to get out. Let us see your pain to your triumph. Turn on the camera so we can see what's going on in your world. How maybe you say, okay, well, you know what? I did wrong here. But let me show you how I'm going to pivot. I'm going to try to pivot. I'm going to rattle and shake every resource I can. Farmers, turn on your cameras. Show us where you at, what's going on. Teach us how to do our own yards, how to plant, how not to use pesticides and all that other stuff that poison our foods. Turn on your camera, farmers. We want to hear from you. Don't wait for the government to bail you out. Don't sit up there and beg from them. But I tell you what, if they give you one, you better take it, right? I know I would. But anyways, build your own safety net. You got to do that today. And listen, I'm going to close with this, right? We are on a mission to empower 20,000 homeowners this year to protect their homes and build wealth. 20,000. I know that's a tall order because I'm only at 1,100. But I believe there's enough of us as homeowners that don't want to wait on the sideline anymore, that want to jump in and be courageous. You know, you guys, we're building a community. We are building a community here. And I'm going to tell you, welcome to Beyond the Claim community, where homeowners fight back and protect their future. This is what we do. We fight back and we're going to build our own future. So listen, we're going to build this wealth. And don't wait for the pink slip. Subscribe and join us so we don't face this fight alone. Share it with every homeowner you know. And we can start communicating with each other down in these comments and letting us know how we can move forward, what new opportunities that are out there. Build together. We're going to build this wealth together. Again, I want to thank you for watching and welcome to Beyond the Claim community, a place where homeowners fight back and protect their future. I will see you on the next episode. Take care.